Hey YouTube, it's Justin, aka demonicsweaters. Here with a really exciting video today. What we're going to be doing is showing you guys how to back up and restore data from a Roland TD-6 drum module that was made way back in 2001 or somewhere around there to 2004. And we're going to be doing that with nothing but an Android smartphone. Right here I have the Galaxy Z Flip 3 and a USB-C MIDI cable. I've been waiting for an app that could do this for a really long time. And before I always used the program MIDI-aux for PC, which works really just fine as well. So if you have, a PC and you don't have an Android phone and you just already have a MIDI connection for your PC, you can use MIDI-aux. And I've already made videos about how to do that. I'll post a link down below. But what's really, really nice about using a phone is it's just super convenient. You don't have to hook up, a big computer or anything like that. And it's just really easy to be able to make quick backups to your phone and then be able to, upload them to the internet. And for example, I'm going to upload my patches here that I just backed up today to the internet for you guys to download and install on your TD-6 if you want. Now keep in mind, this will wipe out the first 22 or 23 patches on your TD-6 if you install mine. So you're going to want to back up yours first or move them to some higher slots on the module, because all of my data is going to come in and erase yours if you do this on yours. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started and talk about what you're going to need to do this. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is install MIDI SyxX utility from the Google Play Store. And you can see this is what it looks like right here. And if you just search SyxX in the Google Play Store, it'll pop up. That's what I searched for. And it's usually the second one that comes up in the list. So just download and install that first. And now I'll show you guys the cable that you're going to need. All right, so this is the cable I'm using. This is a Legato, I guess is how you say it, from Amazon, and it's got, just basically standard MIDI in and out on one side, and then USB-C on the other side, and that plugs right into the Android. Now you want to make sure, if you don't buy this brand, well, I recommend buying this brand because this one works. I tested it, and I'll post a link down below if you want to get this one. But if you don't buy this one, make sure you get one that doesn't require like a third-party driver or anything like that. You want to make sure it's plug and play because that's the only kind of USB cable that will work with that app. Now there also are some settings you need to change in the app in order to make this work. So let me go over those now. All right, let's talk about the settings you need to change. First off, you need to go in here to this little gear icon, tap that, and that'll bring you into your settings. Now, I just kind of experimented with this to make it work, but one of the things that will happen is if you have this delay between buffers setting too low, when you're trying to restore the data to the TD-6, it'll give you a checksum error. And same with the buffer size. So what I did is I lowered my buffer size here to 64, and then I increased my time between sending buffers in milliseconds to 350. I think originally that was like 128. Or something like that, or 100. It was pretty low, and it caused an error right away when I tried to restore it using the default settings. You can back up just fine with the default settings, but you really can't restore. So change those two things, and then when you go to restore on the TD-6, it should work just fine. And also, you might want to change your default folder. I have mine, set up to my documents folder, so that way I can easily drag and drop it into Google Drive and back up all of my SyxX data. All right, first let's talk about how to back up the data from an existing set of patches on the TD-6. So to do that, you're going to hold down Shift and press Setup here. And then we're just going to go into bulk dump right here. So you just press the right arrow key until you get to bulk dump. Press Enter there. And then we're going to go into the Syx-Lib app, and we're going to press Dump right here. And now we're going to go ahead and press Enter. And then it'll say, are you sure? And then press Enter again. Now you can see it's transmitting all the data from the TD-6 to my phone. And you'll just watch the bar will go across here. And it takes some time. When I was setting up the SyxX app on the phone, I took into consideration how long it took to transmit the data from the TD-6. And that was how I was able to determine how much time to put in on the buffer pause. I think that's what it's called. Time between buffer setting. rather, on the Syx library app in the Android. So I'm going to go ahead and let that finish, and then I'll show you the rest. Okay, that finished. So you can see all the data right here. Now all we have to do is just press save, and then we're going to give it a name. So I'll call this TD-6, and what's today's date? The 10th? So 12/10. I could actually put some dashes in there, it'd probably be better. Okay, and then save it. And there I have my saved Syx file. Now restoring is even easier. All you have to do is hook up the MIDI cable to the module you want to restore to. I'm actually using another TD-6 that I have, basically to transfer all of my existing patches I have on my main one to my backup TD-6. And all you have to do is hook it up and then literally just tap the file that you just saved. And so that's why you want to make sure you don't do this unless you're ready to do it, because as soon as you do, it's going to start transferring the data to the TD-6. There's nothing you have to do on the TD-6 end. So I'm going to go ahead and tap it. Now you can see it says data receiving. And then you can see the progress here on the phone. It's going to take some time because we set those buffers up really slow, but that's good. That's what we want. So I'm just going to let it finish, and then I'll show you guys the result. All right, it's just about finished at 96%. And let's see the result here. My previous test worked fine, so hopefully this one does as well. 98%, 99, and 100. Perfect. Okay, there we go. So it's really that easy. This is just so cool. The convenience of this is just so amazing. Let's go through and see if all the patches are here. And there we go. There's all my new ones. K-pop, math, earthy, GAD. So they're all there. And all done using just an Android phone and a USB-C MIDI cable. Very cool. This is just really, really great. So anyway, if you guys want to download my Syx file down below that has all my patches in it, you're free to do so. All right, so I just think this is the coolest thing in the world. It's just super convenient to be able to back up my module right to my phone. And you could also use this same exact method for many vintage pieces of gear like synthesizers and other drum modules. So this would probably work on any Roland module that has standard MIDI ins and outs, or any keyboard or synth or piece of electronic equipment that uses Syx data or sends and receives Syx data. You could use this app. So it's just really, really useful and very convenient. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell icon so you get notified every time I upload new content. Also, don't forget to follow me on Spotify. I'm trying to get it up to 200 followers before the holidays, and that would really make me happy. So anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll see you guys really soon.